good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new, like, comment, subscribe. Today what I got for y'all is another defense. I wouldn't say like defense, an ebook, a scheme that I use to stop gun trips tight end, which is a very meta formation. You're going to see a lot of high-end pro players. It's a pro style offense. It's a very good offense, but I'm gonna show you how I like to play it and ways to adapt to what your opponent tendencies are. First things first, you have to have these adjustments. They are crucial to the defense. Zone drop, you want your flats at 25, curl flats at 5. The formation is nickel 3-3-5, same as my gun bunch video. Defense, 3 safeties and a linebacker. They get the better jumping animations and stuff like that. 3 good pass rushers, and there's a couple different plays that I like to run. The first one's cover for a drop. So again, let's come out in a strips tight end. I'm gonna come out in PA counter go. So what you want to do, what I like to do, I move my D-line this way, first things first, so you can stop the run. You can be able to shoot this gap right here because you have him going in the outside, him going into the inside gap. So it's going to open up a hole between the tackle and the guard, because technically if he's running the ball, that receiver is supposed to block you, so you should be able to beat him to the hole. But let's talk about pass defense. What you want to do is press and put this guy in a cloud flat. Now, you see, because he's in a quarter flat and not a curl flat, quarter flats and curl flats, when you zone adjust, they're going to play at the same level. So if I put my curl flat at 5, he's going to play at 5. But the difference is a quarter flat plays inside to outside first, so they don't immediately get to the flat. So you're going to see a quarter flat will sit right here. Say it's like a play action or something. He'll sit right here. He'll play like a curl by the running back and then get to the flat. He doesn't immediately just bail out to the flat like a curl flat would. That's why I like quarter flats. But yeah, this cloud flat, he's gonna play at 25, so he's gonna play them deep crossers. He's gonna stop all that. This safety, right? Initially, I will keep him in this inside quarter. The reason why he picks up on post routes coming from left to right. Anything really, he plays it very well. Now, with that being said, I know it's one play like verticals. If he was to run like a verticals, let me see if this is in, yeah, verticals, right? This is gonna get over top of the cloud, but underneath of that inside quarter. So me with my user, I know that I have to play that. So I'm gonna just run it for y'all. So I know that I'm gonna play it, you feel me? Because he gets in that right pass in the inside quarter is not deep enough to where the inside quarter can play. But if it was like a PA shot post coming from the outside receiver, he'll be able to play it. But if he's continuously doing that, all you have to do is deep have him. It's going to take that away. But I like the inside quarter him until they show me that they can beat me down that sideline. But yeah, so this does a good job versus just routes like this. I'm just come out in the stock play. Sometimes I like to hard flat this guy so he can play at the same depth as my cloud flat. And I know that I have to take any short crosser coming from that side. You see, everything's pretty much boxed. I know that I have to take any short route coming from right to left. If I do have him in a hard flat, if I have him in a quarter flat, I know that I have to take anything deep going over there. You feel me? But everything is pretty much boxed. I'm gonna go into instant replay for y'all. Let's start off with this quarter flat, like I said. You see how he gets his hands on. He doesn't immediately get to that flat. He's waiting. He's a little patient. And now he's running out there. But you see, he's not sprinting out there really. Shuffle. He's really jogging out there because he gets to the flat late. That's what I mean. I like that because a lot of people that like the Mabel, they'll only have one middle zone. This helps that middle zone when you're using him. You feel me? So again, that's just one setup out of many. Now, one thing I will say, if you're running the same setup, right, and you see motion, so I'm gonna just do something like I'm a motion Fitzgerald over, and he put him on a streak. You're gonna see this is gonna get wide open if you don't make an adjustment. So watch this. Going right past him, pass that outside. I got it under pressure not accurate, but you see it's wide open. To take that away, as soon as you see motion, once you see him pass on controller, I'm gonna set up my defense again. So it should be like this. As soon as you see it, you're waiting. As as soon as he passes that guy, put him in the deep half. Put your safety in the deep half. So it should look like this. As soon as you see him pass the tight end, put him in the deep half, just in case he does do that. Because a good opponent's going to notice you're not going to have no deep zone over there. You feel me? I forgot to put him in the deep half, but that's my fault. But yeah, in the street, a good player, he's going to notice he's going to be like, all right, so there's no deep zone there. You know, he's going to try to attack that. But, yeah, then you mix it up. But you cannot play the same defense every time. If I want to get really adjusty, this is something I would do. Something like this, right? And I'll put this linebacker in the inside third. This does a really good job against crossing routes and stuff like that. So you see, this has everything boxed. It's just very all-around solid defense. Now, you don't have a QB spy, so with your user, you have to, I recommend putting him in a blitzing angle. So again, if I'm using this guy, put him in a blitzing angle or spy, so when the quarterback does take off, you can like click off and he'll just go at the quarterback. I'll show you that, matter of fact. So I have him in a blitzing angle, right? I'm trying to use the two controllers. It's hard, but as soon as you click off, he's gonna run right at the quarterback. That's how I contain. It's basically a user contain. Pro players do use that as well. But yeah, so this is the base defense that I like to run right here to stop trips. Occasionally, I would do something like this, crossman. If he's using a lot of running back wheel routes, I would do this because running back wheel routes don't beat Madden here, which is. I believe that I like that because that's realistic. But I'll do this if he's not using his running back a lot. See, them crossers are boxed. See how, look how well crossman linebackers play very well against crossers. You can do something like this. You feel me? You can really. This is why I really like the defense. It's very versatile. It's a little aggressive because you don't have no deep half on the right side of the field. But not a lot of people run anything going extremely far to the right to where this inside quarter does not play. And the second play that I like to run is this cover 3 cloud. Now with this, I like to use this guy. This is why I double Mabel. I'll go like this, curl flat. And I will put him in the hard flat, and I'll put him in the curl flat like this. You know, this is much safer coverage, and this is very, you'll see this a lot online, double Mabels on both sides to cover the flats on both sides. Now, you're alone in the middle of the field. I don't know if you, like, really care about that, but, you know, I don't like being alone user in the middle of the field, even though I believe I have a great user. I like to have either some guys manned up. I'm never really the guy that's going to double Mabel both sides because I know all you really have to do is do a concept like this. Out, curl, something like this. And you're going to see both flat. The curl's going to be wide open. Because you have no inside hook. Terrible throw by Kyler Murray, but you see he's wide open. But yeah, this is my real defense versus trips tight end. This is base coverage for trips tight end. You can really use this guy if you want to and do something like this. Crossman him. Sometimes I crossman him to the tight end. If I see motion, I like to crossman that guy to like a if they're doing that motion play with the double post slot corner right here, this play right here, where they motion him over so you can have double post, they'll wheel their running back, something like this. And I like to crossman. But there's one more play that I'm gonna get into after this, which I really do recommend this last play because of one zone that's in the play that's not in any of the other plays I just showed you. So it's out of that same formation. I forgot to put it in my audibles, but the play is free safety middle. Trips tight end. I'll just come out in this. Now with this play, I use this safety right here. What you want to do is put this guy triangle linebacker in a curl flat and put that corner in a hard flat. So this is essentially almost like double Mabel. I like to press again, and I'll put this guy back in his cloud. Now the difference is he's in an inside third. He's not going to play as well as 2 quarters would. But with your user, you got to recognize that. And the reason why I like this is because this 3 receiver hook, right? If I shade over top, he's going to play post routes coming over the middle. And I know him playing a post route, I have to take away the drag route. So, but if I shade underneath, he's going to play the drag routes, and I know I have to play the push route. So for comparison, I'm a shade over top, right? Shade over top. Watch how he plays these double posts. So I come down, I play a little more aggressive. You see he plays that double post. I play a little more aggressive. Everything's boxed. Now watch what happens when I shade underneath. So it should be like this. I shaded underneath. Watch how he's going to play aggressive on the drag routes, knowing I have to cover the post. See, he bites down on that drag, so I know I have to take the post. But the defense is still straps. I still like it. So, you know, you can mix up these three defenses and your defensive scheme running against the trips tight end set. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out.